Welcome to Blackgate. We're gonna do a quick psychiatric evaluation. Bad day, huh? Cops in this city. Always beating on the sick and defenseless.
Tell me something, dear. Have you ever had a really bad day?
And what do you mean by that?
You of all people should know. There's nothing so cruel as memory. The pointy, biting little thunderbolts, unwanted party crashers screaming through your synapses. Inescapable, unrelenting, not at all friendly. You can't even escape into madness. And then you meet someone who changes your life. And you feel that you don't even know who you are anymore. Isn't it funny how one little encounter can cleave off little pieces of your past, deform your memories and persona until you rethink your whole identity? And as you realize how foolish it all is, your laughter reverberates off the walls of your own emptiness.
Okay. I'm gonna need more specifics. How about we try some word association?
That sounds delightful.
Okay. One more. And I need you to be serious for this one. Fate.
You want to know something funny? I used to think of fate as evil. Predetermined, not by some higher power, no, but by the rules of human nature. Tonight, it's all changed.
What's changed?
Have you ever had the feeling that your entire life has been building towards this one moment?
Is that how you feel?
Well, now, yes. Now I realize that all the battles, the bad days, the brutalities, it was all the hand of fate at work.
So now you see fate differently?
Absolutely. Now I understand. There are no chance encounters. It was all meant to be. Everything leading up to who I've met tonight.
So you've met someone special?
Yes. And you might say it's changed everything.
Everything?
Absolutely. I mean, do you realize what a vile world we live in? How lonely it is to wade through all that wretched filth on your own?
It is kind of lonely, isn't it?
Of course. Of course, you understand. Even in a crowd of other screwballs. You're so alone that you can kick, claw, yell, scream at the top of your lungs. And no one cares. It's like you don't even exist. I feel...
And how does that make you feel?
I feel adrift, floating, like someone's pulled the stopper on my reality, and I'm sucked down the drain into something new. It's all very exciting, really. You wouldn't know what that feels like, I'm sure.
I might. Can you tell me more about how this person makes you feel?
It's like meeting someone I can actually relate to. Which, believe me, dear, I've never felt before. You understand? You're someone who's not afraid to let go and fall. Free falling, and I didn't pack a chute. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I figured you would.
So, may I ask, who is this person?
Oh, someone very, very special, but whose real name I don't even know yet.
My name's Holleen. Holleen Quinzel.
What a pretty name. Do your friends call you Honey?
Oh, I don't have a lot of friends.
Well, Honey, you got one now. Now, why would you do that? Newsflash! I'm the one who's trying to kill you! There's no need for this. The worst kind of criminal.
Wait. Why do you do what you do?
Master Bruce, it might be a bit anticlimactic, but I hoped you might finally be ready to celebrate Christmas Eve, now that the Joker's behind bars.
Bane is still out there. I've got to locate the signal from the tracker I placed on him.
Even you must eat, sir.
If you hadn't called the police, he'd already be in custody.
Dispatch, this is Delta 47.
You know, I made a promise of my own to your parents.
No sign of any casualties.
Not now, Alfred.
The story back at the precinct. Place CVAC. Found bombs under the foundation. Some kind of hopped-up freak. Must have been 400 pounds of muscle. Took 6 cops to gun that bastard down. Yeah, I saw the body in the morgue. Couldn't believe it.
Sounds like this could be Bane or one of his men. If I hurry to the GCPD morgue, I can inspect the body and the autopsy report.
Well, before you leave, I've run some tests on the compound you found at the steel mill. Looks like a match for your globular projectile for non-lethal restraint.
You mean the glue grenade?
Indeed. The resin has finished curing. It's at your workbench. Of course, I'd recommend testing it here in the lab before you go, but I'm sure you won't listen to me. You never do. So I take it you won't be testing it, then?
It's called field testing, Alfred.
Sir, a moment of your time.
What do you want?
There's something about this Enigma fellow that doesn't sit right with me. Unfettered access to resources, an extensive network spread across the city. Whoever he is, the man has connections and capital.
We can use that to our advantage. If he's buying things in bulk or using lots of power, we could track him.
Perhaps, but he's also clearly a technical wizard. He's likely covered his tracks.
Keep searching. He only has to slip up once to give us an opening.
Certainly, sir. Oh, you won't believe this.
What's wrong?
The GCPD have actually asked me to stop calling in so often. Apparently, you're taking down criminals faster than they can be processed.
And you wonder why I don't have faith in the cops.
Well, to be fair, sir, you have been on a mission tonight. That Vicky Vale is quite the troublemaker. Perhaps someone should do a report on her.
Stop! Master Bruce! Bruce! I will not in good conscience allow you to go! You're outmatched by these assassins.
What?
You're not some hardened vigilante. You're a young man with a trust fund and too much anger. You're in over your head, and I don't want this to be your end.
Alfred, who do you see when you look at me? The boy whose shoes you used to tie every morning? The teenager you drove to his first date? While you are here every night, I am out there. The only thing between the innocent and the predatory.
Be.
No, not may be. I am. When the mugger or the thief stops to think twice, that is fear. That is what I am. That is why they hired assassins, because I am the reason the criminals breathe easier when the sun rises. So no, Alfred, I am not in over my head. Tonight will not be my end, but it will be theirs.
I trust you realize you can't just waltz into the GCPD after everything that's happened there tonight.
I know I can't do that. I'll have to find a way in that'll avoid detection.
Indeed. Look, I'm sorry about what I said before you left. I hope you understand. It's just because...
It's okay. I understand.
Hey, he's right here!
Because he had some gloves that shot electricity, it's not enough. I'm smart enough to know my place. Easy questions. This is the police. If you fail to comply, the use of deadly force has been authorized. For help, dispatch airborne engine. Repeat, ability down.
Look for survivors. No survivors. Someone will pay for this. I need to set up a crime scene to find out who. The helicopter was spinning out of control. The pilot was killed on impact, not from the gunshot I heard. But what caused him to lose control? Maybe I can learn more back on the rooftop. I can analyze the first point of impact from here. The helicopter's tail rotor was severed when the fuselage hit the building. I should review the crime scene and find that tail rotor. The helicopter crashed when a high-powered round shattered the tail rotor. The ballistics analysis will lead me to the shooter's position.
doesn't add up. This man's a member of SWAT. So why'd he fire on a police helicopter? This man didn't fire at the helicopter. He was aiming at me. The ballistics trace indicates this officer was killed by a ricochet from the same round that took down the chopper. There's only one person capable of a shot like this. Deadshot. The trajectory analysis will lead me to Deadshot's firing position. This must be where the shot originated. I should scan the area. Just as I suspected, the shell casing matches others in the criminal database, and they're all linked to Deadshot. But his trail ends here, unless...
Potential assignment incoming. Keep...
Hello, Batman. I see you decoded my message. Well done. But I'm afraid playtime's over. Come meet me at the bank so I can put a bullet in you to collect my prize. Oh, and in case you're thinking of backing out, I've got a hostage and a very itchy trigger finger.
You think I don't see you slacking off over there? Relax, we got this.
Oh, crap! Position. I got you now. Get me down. Get me. Come on, where are you? How do we get down from there? Get off me! Look at that poor bastard! Let's find him!
Looks like his rifle can't be jammed.
Where are you hiding?
Hey! Over there. He has to be over that way.
Show yourself. What are you doing? You find him? Got you covered, Mom. No more excuses.
Somebody!
Is he there? After him!
No more, damn it!
He's disappeared. Find him.
Someone there?
Unless he's right. Did you find him?
You gotta cut me. Why go to all that trust him?
I don't want to hear your excuses. No more excuses. Hey, idiot! Get off your ass! Is he there?
You got one job and you're
to face, at last. Well, I've gotta say, I was expecting someone a little more intimidating.
You're through terrorizing Gotham.
If fate's decided today's the day, so be it. Just finish me quickly, will ya?
It's over, Batman. I put everything I've got into this one. Throw yourself at it for a while if you must, but do not cry at it. Not a chance.
Guys are in trouble. Let's get in there. Get up in his face! He don't know what he's dealing with. We gotta get in on that action. Bust them up! Who's this fellow? You hold up!
Oh, you're tenacious, I'll give you that. But you're still no match for my vastly superior intellect, as you'll soon discover. Keep it up, Batman, and you're going to be very, very sorry.
Don't just stand here, you bums! Fight fair, damn you! Keep going! They found him! I don't want to die!
You're quickly approaching the point of no return. I turn back at my wheel. All right, you've made your point. So why don't we just agree to disagree and go our separate ways?
I don't think so.
What's wrong with you? It's not like I'm backing the bad guys here. Well, not usually.
You're invading people's privacy.
You got how many assassins running around out there, and you're lecturing me on selling personal information? Way to prioritize. You're going after Gotham Optics next? Or maybe some telemarketers? Ooh.
If that information gets into the wrong hands, people could get hurt because of you.
And people do get hurt because of you. So I assume you'll be handing yourself over to the police now? That's what I thought.